G'day Phantom fans, it's Dan from Untitled Chapter here to do a bit of a video review of Hermes Press The Phantom by Peter David and Sal Velluto. Looking today at the trade paperback. The softcover version is the cover that we would be familiar with from some of the promotional posters and material for the comic, but also the variant cover for #1. However, that's not the copy that I'm going to be looking at today. Today I'm lucky enough to be looking at Danger in the Forbidden City, The Phantom, hardcover trade paperback. So, as you can see here, lovely book. The cover by Sean Joyce is magnificent, painted cover, looks great, and I'm really looking forward to Sean Joyce being the artist for Phantom Series 2, which apparently starts in January, so we'll see how that goes. Back cover here, we've got the little images of many of the key protagonists in the story, and as you'd expect, a little bit of a blurb. Sale price there is not listed, but we'll talk about that towards the end, I suppose. Alright, so really lovely book this. Got the collection of all of the stories, including all of the details about who's who in the zoo, and the various chapters, of course. And it really is fantastic to be able to see this come together. We've got an editorial there from Dan Herman, very big fan of the Phantom, obviously, and he was delighted to be able to put this together as a brand new story. So, chapter 1, for those who came in late, and really love these images of Sal Velluto has put together to show the start or the origin stories of the Phantom. From there we go through, and the story many of us will be familiar with. What's exciting, I suppose, with this is we don't have to wait 2 or 3 months for chapter 2, and chapter 3 is right there as well, and we keep going forward and so on and so forth. In terms of the story, look, I quite enjoyed this for what it was. Nice little 6-parter. There's some really fantastic scenes of the Phantom. He does do some crazy stuff, surviving, falling out of the sky. Look, as a story, it was entertaining enough. I know not every fan has enjoyed it. It certainly harkens back to some of Lee Falk's stuff, though, especially with the inclusion of these guys, Jimmy Wells and the Baroness. It was really good to see them come in and be key players in the story. Maybe the Phantom is not the strongest Phantom we've ever seen, but that's been a criticism I've seen. But I don't know, he catches a sword in his bare hands, he does some serious fighting. Maybe it's not for everyone, but I quite enjoyed the story. No spoilers, we won't see how it ends. Alright, extras in the trade paperback are the cover gallery, which shows us all of the variants. I've mentioned that one as well, that we saw for the various stories. Some really beautiful paintings here, and information about which cover they are and all the rest of it. Some beautiful stuff there, including, of course, the limited edition variants that came out for the Australian covers. I think we forget in Australia how lucky we are to have these ones crop up. Of course, those 5 are the artwork for Fru's Folio 2, which we might have another look at another time. Follows on with a really interesting interview from Sal Velluto. I'm pretty sure I read this online somewhere, but it's quite a detailed interview, as you can see, and goes into great detail about Sal's history with the Phantom and his view on it and all the rest of it. And again, great to have it in this book. A little bit more of an interesting read for those who came in late, and tells you a bit about the story of Jimmy Wells and the Baroness. And I've mentioned those, but looking back at when they first came in the 1930s. And then a little bit of a behind-the-scenes peek. Here's what the script looked like from Peter David, and how Sal started to interpret it. And very neatly, last page finishes with the origin story again. So, look, really beautiful book, I think. It's going to look great sitting up there on the shelf. Quite a weighty volume, the hardcover. There's 150 odd pages in there, and it's a really beautiful story. In terms of price, looking on the Hermes Press website just now, they're on sale at the moment for $25 US, usually $30 US. It looks like it's free shipping. I hope that is international and not just domestic, but that remains to be seen. Your other option, of course, is to check your local comic store. They absolutely should have the soft cover version. Whether they've got the hard cover will be another matter. Anyway, that's it. Danger in the Forbidden City. Really worth getting that one. Quite a good Phantom collectible for your Chronicle room. All right, thank you.